Please welcome to the stage another person, and you might recognize the last name from an earlier performer. Please welcome Lyndi Cherian!
How's everyone? So I was standing over there and I had a prime view into the loo. If you haven't been to the loo yet, I mean, that's an over 50s thing, right? Like, we just have to go. The men's loo says, if two are caught in a cubicle, immediate expulsion. Women's, if two or more are caught in a cubicle. Who's having more fun, am I right? So, Fringe Festival, have you been going to a lot of these? Have you been fringing, I hope? Not a lot of fringing going on. It's amazing. There's so many talented people out there. There's dancers and performers. I'm quite intimidated, actually. I don't even have a fringe. I mean, and I can tell the fact that you're here means that you didn't win COVID bingo. Temperature? No. Sore throat? No. No bingo winners over here. We do have a few COVID leftovers at our house. Our designer dog. And my hygienophobia. The fear of running out of toilet paper. So recently, Neil talks a lot about the comedians who are on the spectrum. I've recently discovered that I am on the spectrum. The maternal spectrum. I should have known. I mean, all the signs have been there for so long. I have 5 children. And that wasn't enough. I became a midwife after that. I mean, you know, I bake cakes, I throw dinner parties, I get taken for granted. All the maternal spectrum things are there. And the jobs, they're all mine. You know, the vacuuming, the cooking, the drinking of gin. They're all my jobs. My kids are pretty great, though. I do have to say that for 20-somethings. They ask, you know, people come and they say, what gen are you? I'm not Jen, I'm Lyndi. I know a couple of gens. Which one? They want to know, what gen, what gen? It's not really our language. So, on this maternal spectrum of mine, midwifery. I don't know if you know a lot about midwives, but we get to see breasts and vaginas. It's kind of cool. I mean, 2 in the stall, 3 in the stall. We're kind of worried more about what's coming out of there, though, than what's going in. I mean, some people swipe right to get in. I just go to work. And, you know, for some of you, you look at porn. I'm not judging. Once again, that's just taking my work home with me. Why would I do that? So, getting older, you know, this 50s thing, I was doing an inventory in my handbag. It was a little bit sad. There's blood pressure medication, there's Imodium, there's a few other, there's Tums, well, that's the US thing, Tums. We have quickies. They work quick. A week. There were some quickies there. I'd settle just for O day. A week was a long time ago. Oh, my son came home from a party and he was like, that was the most hedonistic, self-centered, terrible party that I've ever been to. What did you expect from a toga party? Hedonism was kind of the thing. So as we're getting older, my estrogen has left the building with all of my joy. And in its place, it's left hair in all kinds of places that it really shouldn't be. That's my dominatrix. I mean, waxer. I mean, she sees more vaginas than I do, and that's saying something. It's a bit depressing, actually. I mean, if I'd known that I could grow a beard in my 20s and 30s, I mean, that would have been a 30% pay increase. And way more privilege. And as a mom, I have to leave you with a bit of advice. So, Back in the day, I used to, when I was cooking for the kids, I'd make dinner. Mostly I just made disappointment. But then I learned, and instead, my favorite meal, their favorite meal, reservations. So my bits of advice too, one is to the young ones. If you get carded when you're going into a club, celebrate that. All the rest of us really wish that had happened. Celebrate being carded. And the second advice for all of us, take the win, make reservations. Thank you.